So Matt, when you talk about authenticated impressions around CTV, what does that mean, and what is the importance of that, and what do brands expect from authentic impressions?
Sure. So DoubleVerify created the authentic impression, which is impressions that are brand safe, fraud free, and viewable. And we created the metric. We had it accredited by the MRC in the desktop and mobile space. And we've been really focused on how do we bring that into the connected TV space. And I think we all know there's challenges or differences in the environment around things like measuring viewability. How do you determine the context that you're appearing next to? And we're really focused on solving those challenges in a scalable way because it is the minimum standard of quality for impressions that a brand should pay for.
So how do you guys manage that across so many different platforms? You know, like there's a desktop, then there's basically two mobile operating systems. With CTV, it's an incredible range. How do you manage the range of devices and platforms?
I think we learned early on, and we learned from the mobile space that it's really important for brands and their media buying teams to be able to do it in a scalable way. So we're really proud of technology we built called the DoubleVerify Video Omni Tag, which is a video trafficking and measurement solution that works in any environment. The mobile space started with custom SDK integrations that was really slow and difficult to get good coverage for brands and measurement. So we focused on being able to offer a single video tag that uniquely identifies the environment and operates in that environment and measures properly. So the same video omni tag we have, the same solution works no matter whether you're in desktop, mobile app space, mobile web space, or connected TV. And really we find that that's key for operational efficiency for brands so that they can conduct measurement using a single video campaign, and no matter what, whether it's a direct buy, a programmatic buy, what type of environment they're appearing inside, the same measurement tag and solution works for them. So that's really where our focus is make it easy for brands to comprehensively measure across all of their video inventory and ensure the quality of measurement in connected TV is the same.
Now, Matt, there's been a lot of discussions of blacklists, whitelists, COVID, the election, so forth. Brand suitability is a big issue. How are you guys sort of tackling that, and what are sort of the expectations you're finding in the marketplace?
I think suitability is a really important topic for brands, and ensuring, not only is the content that they're appearing embedded inside representative of their brand, but that it's going to perform well. And I would say in the connected TV space, we're in the initial stages. Anytime DoubleVerify enters a new framework, a new type of devices, the first thing we want to provide is transparency. And so we have focused on providing transparency about what apps that brands are running inside when they're buying connected TV inventory. We have great coverage with our Video Omni Tag on identifying apps, and that is enabling us to then offer them inclusion and exclusion lists for which apps they want to appear in. And this will be a continuous process as we go beyond sort of inclusion and exclusion lists. Brands are asking us for content level controls, understanding the specific content. If there's a show or an episode that they're appearing alongside, they want the transparency and the control so that they can ensure their placements are effective and representative of their brand values.
Matt, getting back to the question of authentic views, authentic impressions, what are some of the problems facing the ecosystem by either sloppy operations, by bad players, by poor planning? There's a big perception, I think, that CTV is just a beautiful place, but there are problems. Could you outline some of the problems and maybe how you guys are going around to fix them?
Sure. Well, one of the challenges has been because measurement has not been adopted as widely, and because there is a perception that this is, you know, a very controlled, highly viewable environment. Without that independent third-party measurement, what that allows nefarious actors to do is to represent inventory and manufacture inventory, quite frankly, and sell it as connected TV inventory when it's really not. And so what we see, especially in programmatic ecosystem, is ad impressions that are manufactured by bots or originate from a mobile device, and when they're sold, they get misrepresented as being a connected TV device. And in that way, they do two things. One, they can often achieve a higher CPM because of the perceived quality of connected TV environment. And two, oftentimes because it's sold as a CTV impression, there aren't the same measurement techniques applied to it, and it's easier for them to get away with the fraud. So I think the biggest challenge is while it's true that direct sold high quality CTV inventory is absolutely available, unless there's that transparency and measurement that's taking place that validates that the legitimacy of the ad environment, we're finding that there's a lot of fraud that seeps into a lot of the indirect buys.
So next steps to clean that up, in your opinion, would be
adoption of measurement, quite frankly. And you know, so we've been very focused on CTV fraud identification, especially manufactured impressions that are represented as CTV inventory that aren't really originating from connected TV devices. We have worked with a lot of major programmatic platforms, including the Trade Desk, SpotX, and MediaMath, and ensured that our fraud avoidance solution works in those environments and is available for brands there. And so the continued adoption of both the data prevention and the measurement tools is really what's key, right? Because what we know from, you know, being in the fraud avoidance space for the last 10 years is, you know, fraudsters go where they can make money. They go where measurement is not taking place because it's easier for them to not get caught. And so that's, you know, by driving transparency and third-party measurement of the ecosystem, that's really what's needed to prevent it.